Success leaves clues. Yesterday, Dan and I talked about what are the differences between those that succeed and those that don't succeed. And it really is very, very simple. Number one, they follow the steps. They don't jump ahead. They do the hard work. They build a dream team. They get professionals. And then they make calls. They can do letters. They can do calls. Dan prefers cold calls, and he said it over and over again, that you're only 2,000 cold calls away from doing your first deal. And that gets proven to me over and over again. So you have to decide if you want to be effective or if you want to be liked. Most of the time, people defer to they want to be liked. And most of the time, that comes down to a lack of self-image. Usually, the greats don't care if they're liked. They want to be effective, and I would hope you fall into that category. So as I look at that and look at that lesson, what's really important to me is that you don't have to be like Dan. You don't have to be like me. There are, as Dan said, he has super successful people that are mice and that they're lions, and it runs the gamut. But what they do is they put in the work. They make the phone calls. And I see this, I've seen this with just some of the successes that I've had with helping Deborah, Sean, Yossi, Kevin, to name a few, some of those I've spoken to. And it seems to me to be that it really is as simple as what Dan said. Follow the steps, but ultimately, as he said to me at the tail end of that conversation, each and every one of these people that we mentor is only 2,000 cold calls away from becoming a millionaire. And I believe that to be true. Make no guarantees whether this works for you. I know the process works. You've seen the success that Dan and I have talked about. You've seen Dan's record, the $1 trillion man, since he started back in 1993 with this. So there's no question the process works. The question is, will it work for you? And the important things on that are follow the steps, work on your self-image, which usually comes as a result of having successes, and then do the work. Track your cold calls, track the letters you send, and tick off as you get to 2,000. And I think you're going to be surprised at what happens as you make those calls. In the beginning, they'll be awkward. In the beginning, you won't do very well. That's how you learn. That's how you get better doing it. But it's really important to put in that work and just cold calls, letters, etc., as long as you've done the initial steps to build a board, you know what it is you're going to do in the industry, you've got the professionals, etc. So, as was said again at the end of that conversation, each and every one of the people we mentor is only 2,000 calls away from being a millionaire. That's important to remember. If I were you, I might use that as an affirmation on yourself.